Chris Charlton for KaijuPop.com, and today we're having a look at TouchGrind 2 on iOS from Illusion Labs. You can see in the background, swish, there they are, and there they're gone. TouchGrind 1 was a really old iOS game. It seems we're looking at recently sequels to ancient iOS games. So in the intervening 5 years since TouchGrind 1 has come out, there's been a lot of changes to what TouchGrind is. But the essential idea is the same. It's basically, if you remember fingerboards from that period in the late 90s and early 2000s where skateboarding was popular, then it's kind of that in video game form. So we're going to get into it and show you what's up. Basically, you have... Hello, there we go. It took a while there. 4 skate parks. 3 I've managed to open up. 1 is still locked. It says coming soon there, but basically I just haven't unlocked it within the game. As far as I know, no updates right now. And then within each skate park, I can choose to do one of 3 modes. So we've got the competition, which is just a time score challenge. Jam session gives you unlimited time to sort of dick around and try and get the biggest combo you can get. And then there's skate, which is the online mode. So I think we'll jump into that, see if there's any games to find. But first of all, my board is getting really scuffed up, so I'm gonna switch it out for something else. I kind of like this element of it. There's a little bit of customization to what your skateboard looks like. You unlock stickers and things like that. But the one thing that I do like is the more you use your deck, the more kind of scuffed and scratched up it is. I think that's pretty cool. So you get new deck here, and then put some stickers on it. And we get a photo picture of my lovely baby son there. There we go. Stick him in there. You could, I suppose, put something entirely inappropriate on there if you wanted. You can put any picture you want. It's great. So yeah, why don't we jump into a game of skate, and it's my turn on a couple of these games. Let's start a game from scratch. I'll play with a random, and we'll jump in and start something, and then hopefully by the end of the video we'll have a turn sent back to us. So this is what I'm doing here is watching somebody else's turn, and you get, and this person's shite by the looks of things, so I should be able to do pretty well. You get about 20 seconds to pull off your best sick line, man, sick combo, and then somebody else, it's like horse, you know, somebody else has to beat it. And if they don't beat it, then they get a letter. And the first person to spell out skate loses. So the deal is, this is a very simulation kind of skateboarding game. So you put 2 fingers on the board. So I'm using my right hand. I'm using my middle finger and my index finger on the front and rear of the board. You start my turn. And you put your fingers down to accelerate. And then it's a matter of... Wow, I said the other guy was rubbish. I'm really rubbish. It's a matter of being shite at something because other people are watching. Even the thought of it. Even the thought. There we go. You flick. So to do a spin, I'm lifting my back finger off. Yeah, I lost. I'm lifting... Okay, now I can dick around as much as I want to until I start the next turn, so that's handy. Right now I'm just got my index finger on the back of the board, and on the front of the board there. To do an ollie, I lift my front finger and then my rear finger. And then if I flick my back finger and lift my front finger, I do a kickflip. If I do it the other way around, lift my front finger, then I do a spin trick. And then, you know, it's all about getting grinds and stuff. You want to get kind of a combo going, and then, obviously, as is traditional, the bigger combo, the bigger the points. You know, so you get points multipliers going. So it's about finding kind of exploring these skate parks, finding the best routes or whatever, the best lines through things, and then scoring points. That's a much better effort. So I've sent that turn off, and we'll see whether we get something else by the end of the game. So the trick is it's pretty complicated. It's pretty deep and quite simmy. It's not like a Tony Hawk's arcadey kind of jaunt, which is probably the best and the worst thing about it, because as it turns out, I'm rubbish at this game. I'm wholly bad at it, even though I've managed to. I've managed to do pretty well on the first little introduction tutorial skate park. But other than that, I am not the best at this game, and it's kind of I guess it's more like the EA game Skate, and more like the first EA Skate game than say Tony Hawk. And Tony Hawk was all about kind of ridiculous stuff, I guess, especially later on in that franchise. And this is much more simulation based. And when you think about it, if you're not a skater guy, if you're not one of those skater kids that you see them outside the you see them outside the off license, don't you? They go down the rails and go whoa. That's what they do. They go whoa. That's a reference you won't get. It's kind of skateboarding. If you're not a convert, if you're not being preached to, if you're not the choir that's being preached to here, then skateboarding is rubbish, because it's people doing kind of crap jumps over a kind of low surface and then falling over, and people going, "Wow, sick, dude." So yeah, it's not a juicy game, TouchGrind, I guess. It's not like I'm going to get the maximum amount of style and flash. That was a terrible score. I'm going to restart that. It's not like I'm going to get the maximum amount of flash for the minimum amount of effort in this game. What it is you have to learn the rules and how the game works. You have to learn... okay, I'm going to do, let's see if I can set up a situation here where I'm going to have to do a kickflip and then learn where to put your fingers back onto the board, or when to put your fingers back onto the board to catch it, so that you land, sort of right side up instead of upside down. There's probably terminology for right side up and upside down in the skateboarding world that I don't know. And yeah, you kind of have to work at this game to get good at it, and that's terrific. Don't get me wrong. That's a really good thing that you have to put effort in. I think at the same time though, it's you kind of have to strike a balance between accessibility and depth, and I think this is deeper than it is accessible. But on the other hand, there is about enough of it and you kind of unlock things at a decent enough rate that it does keep you going. And I am far and away not a skateboarding person, but I've been playing this quite a fair bit over the last couple of days and getting better at it all the time. Not getting good at it. As you can see again, my score there is about half the effort that I did this morning. But I'm going to blame that on talking at the same time as playing. Yeah, it's the fault of that. So if we back out here, menu. I'll show you the one of the other skate parks here, the factory, which is really pretty open. Looks very nice. I have got a turn back, so I'll get back onto that in a second. So the other mode here is Jam Session, which is a little bit more open, and this is the best way to explore each of the skate park's goals. Stop, you crazy fool, Jane. How do I stop this crazy thing? Okay, so there's challenges for each skate park, and actually I can bring up a whole list of the challenges here. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so you get them in fits and starts. So the first skate park, there were 20 challenges. I think this one and the one we just looked at have 40 challenges, and I've only finished 2 of these challenges so far. And these are across game modes, so you can try for these challenges in the skate mode, you can try for these challenges in that timed round mode, or you can try it, the best way is in this open mode, because you can just keep on going at it, keep on trying it until you do well enough, So, right now it says, my goals get 20,000 points in one jump, do a stall in the small red bowl. I don't really know what a stall is. I don't know. Kickflip through the broken window, late trick out from a grind, get less than 200 for a trick. Crikey. Let's give that a go, I suppose. So it's, whoops. Professional videoing there, screwed that up. I'll cut that out. No, I won't. How do I get less than 200 for a trick? No, that's 3,000. What's a really rubbish trick? I don't know. Broken window. Okay, so what was that thing with the broken window? So I can just drop this down and then go, kickflip through the broken window. So let's give that a go. Here we go. I'm gonna do it. Yay! And that's tied into, there we go. You see, so that's tied into the experience system and tied into the unlock system. So the more of those goals I do, the more different stickers I can use to customize my board, the more levels that I open up. Say the more levels that I open up. There's only 4 levels in the game right now. I dare say there might be more coming. But that's pretty neat. So it gives you a reason to do this jam session mode, which doesn't offer any medals or anything. It's just a thing of, hey, skate around, do what you want. It kind of puts your best combo in the high scores thing to marvel at over Game Center. And it's a nice way to practice the game. Swish. Doing alright. Not very well, And I'm sure I'm not doing very well. And if I wasn't sure about my standings, and I think that I pulled off a sick trick, as I believe the kids say, as they jump outside the off license going woo, then I can come out of here. How do we come out of here? Oh, we go up there, and I can replay that. I can edit that using my the lines here and that, and then stuff, and then that, and then that's how much that I want to do. Here's my there's a broken window. Now let's start. Here's my sick kickflip through the window. Wow! So then if I wanted to, I could share that. Either to YouTube, Facebook, I can email it to my best friend saying, look at the thing. I could email my mum, say, look at the trick that I did in TouchGrind BMX. And she'll go, I had to learn how to use email for this. Or I could save it to my photo roll if I wanted to, if I was of that persuasion. So that's a nice feature. It would be nice, I guess, to see more of that stuff in the in-game interface. If you could see just straight from the game menu, here's some really high-level TouchGrind to play, because I'm sure there are people that are really good at this game. It would be interesting to see that stuff. But tell you what, let's go back to our game of Skate. Let's check in with that. And it's my turn in 2 of these, so I'm not doing well here. Oh, yeah, I'm doing alright. This person's got 2 letters. How did he do a round and then... Maybe he did so badly that I skipped over it. I don't know. Anyway. Black Hippy 21. You're rubbish, Black Hippy 21. There we go. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I never twigged that. That's really bizarre. You know, I'm seeing this guy's line, but I suppose it's doing it using my board because that way it doesn't have to load in a whole new set of assets, I suppose. That's really strange because it kind of renders the customization aspect kind of moot. You know, it would be nice if it was their board that they were riding because then you would have that showing off effect. Why did he start there? It's rubbish. It's a rubbish place to start. But I suppose that's kind of part of the tactics, you see, because you can snooker someone in essence by starting your run in a really difficult spot to score any points on, and then you set the bar low. No! We did alright though. Yeah, okay. I think I won, didn't I? Yeah! Eat that. Black Hippy 21. And I'm doing rather less well against X Sean McNulty X. Oh, that was a 6 spin. Oh, those were 6 spins and flips, man. I bet you could have shared that onto YouTube. Grinds. I always find in skating games, grinds. You've got to grind it out. That's the best way to win, I think. Oh, I'm doing rubbish here. Oh no. It's one of those things where I can't see any opportunities to score any points. Quick, do something. I did it. I just did it. I like the little progress bar underneath your score which says how much of, it gives you an idea of how much you've got to go to catch up with the other person. So that's good. There seems to be quite, I'm playing with randos here. There's like a good number of people just playing TouchGrind 2 here, that you will always get plenty of games going on. It's never said, waiting to match you up or anything. It's just gone, yep, go, there you go. And you can play with randoms and I get turns quite quickly. And yeah, that's TouchGrind BMX. TouchGrind BMX. I don't know why I want to call it TouchGrind BMX. There was a TouchGrind BMX, but this is clearly a skateboard. That's TouchGrind 2. It's out now on the App Store. $5, 500 yen, whatever your currency in your particular region. And yeah, it's clearly I'm not the target demographic for this, but it is really, really slickly made, and it's got a ton of depth. So yeah, it's well worth taking a look at, I think. So for more on this and plenty of other stuff, head to kaijupop.com. Thanks.